Hello and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Noah and I wanted to welcome all of you to another installment of the Road to Riches and Amateurs Investment Journey here on my YouTube channel. If you're not familiar, this is a series where I basically take leftover money, real money that I have laying around at the end of every single month, and I put it into my investment portfolio, which currently contains ETFs, and individual stocks, and I basically show you how easy it is to start accumulating wealth for the long term. So with all of that being said, let's review the returns for August, and then I'm going to share my stock picks for September. Okay, so here we are in the dashboard that I created. I was looking at this today, and I think I'm going to go and make a few adjustments to make things a little bit more readable. So for the next episode, for the October 2024 episode, stay tuned for a little bit of a new look for this dashboard. But just reviewing a few months back, you can see that in June of 2024, we were all green, right? Every single investment we made was, we're above or beyond what we would have expected the investments to be. Come July, we were still doing pretty well, but we took a hit after putting money into NVIDIA. We bought 11 shares of NVIDIA at the beginning of July, and at the end of the month, we were down a little bit, right? We did not meet our expectations. And then for August, we bought more, right? We bought another 14 shares of NVIDIA for a total about 1,500 for that month. And at the end of August, we were down again, right? So, I went over this in previous videos. It's not something that I'm too concerned with because I am really looking for long-term investments, and I see NVIDIA as a long-term investment for myself. Short-term, this is very problematic, right? But if you look at the rest of my portfolio, all of the other ETFs that I'm invested in right here, we're doing well, right? We're up, at what we would have expected, but in many cases, we're actually above what we would have expected using the historical data. So right now, NVIDIA is taking a little bit of a hit, but it's not something that I'm too concerned about. So now we move into September, right? The new month of September. Now I'm a little bit late. I do apologize, but I did get these numbers relatively close to the start of the month, right? The new month. So that's pretty accurate. I'm just posting this video a little bit later, but for September, I'm going to do something kind of in the middle of what I've been doing. So you guys know, if you've been following this series, I've really put a lot of money, $12,000 just about, into VOO. It's just, it's just old reliable, right? It's something that it's not really too exciting, but it's going to get the job done and it's going to be consistent. So for this month, I bought 2 shares of VOO at 506 a pop. And I actually bought more NVIDIA because it's relatively inexpensive right now. So I bought 3 shares at 105 to equal $315. So then again, it's not like I said, I'm not looking for short-term gain on any of these investments. This portfolio is really a long-term thing. I hope to do this series for a very, very long time. So we'll see what happens. But these are kind of my picks for September, and you can see what the projections are, right? I don't think we're gonna make the NVIDIA projection. We were at $2,600 total. We're expected to be $3,400. That's just not gonna happen. The only reason it's skewed, the return, the projected amount is so high is because NVIDIA has been in quite a crazy roller coaster, I guess is a good way to put it, the last 3 years, whatever it's been. So we'll see what happens. I expect it to be pretty similar to what we're seeing here, but we'll see at the end of September how these investments pan out. Now, of course, I like to show you a little bit of the portfolio itself. I did take screenshots early on in the month, but, the hard drive stuff happens. They're just not here. So I'm going to just show you what I'm looking at today, which is 9/7 of 2024. But we're seeing a lot of red, right? But the gain and loss is what's important because that's looking at everything as a whole, and we're still green there. So there's just a lot going on here. I don't want to get into all of it. I just don't think it's I don't think it's the point in this video, but you know, you can see all of the quantity of shares that I have, you know, how much they're currently worth, their price change, their market value. If I were to sell everything right now, what I would get for it, which my entire portfolio would be about, you know, $27,000 in this account. But you can see the day change, the cost basis, which is what I paid for the stocks overall. And this is important, right? If you're going to take anything away from looking at a dashboard like this, the cost basis, like I said, is what I've paid, right? What the dollar amount is that you've paid, and the market value, like I said, is what you would get if you sold right now. And clearly, there's a decent amount of a increase, right? I paid $22,000 for all of these investments. But now, if I were to sell, they'd be worth $26,000, right? So $4,000 just about in gains for really doing nothing, right? And all I did was, you know, I would log in once a month and I would buy VOO or, you know, some of the other ETFs, more recently NVIDIA, and I've been kind of just letting it sit. So it's been pretty passive, and, you know, things will only go up for here. It takes time for healthy portfolios to really develop, but I'm pretty excited to see where the future will take us. So there you have it. That is the performance for my portfolio for August and what I really intend on doing or have done for September. So as I said, the point in these videos is to really try to enlighten people that aren't too familiar with how all of this investing stuff works. Now, generally speaking, there's a decent amount of people that probably have 401ks where this is all kind of done on the back end. You just kind of pick when you want to retire and they do stuff for you. But I think it is truly important, pardon me, to have a decent understanding of, you know, what are good investments, what are bad investments, how you can kind of track your wealth over time and so on. But as always, I hope you were able to take something away from this video. And with all of that being said, happy financing.